The purpose of this lesson is to present the historical evolution of TPM, from its birth at Nippon Denso, to the present day, where TPM is an essential element in the transformation of factories for a new era. It is interesting to know how TPM evolved from a maintenance methodology to a global operations management system. We started this journey in the 1950s when the Japanese industry needed to improve the quality of their products to compete successfully in world markets. It was the experts of the General Electric Company who first introduced the principles of preventive maintenance in Japan to prolong the life of the equipment and reduce the presence of breakdowns. Since 1951, many Japanese companies started the practice of preventive maintenance under the General Electric system approach. In 1957, the concept of maintenance through improvement was introduced in Japan, a beneficial system to prevent equipment breakdowns, improve the reliability of installations, and facilitate the development of maintenance work. In the early 1960s, the concept of maintenance prevention was introduced in Japan, a methodology created to design and develop maintenance-free equipment. In this decade, a high degree of implementation of the principles of preventive maintenance, in the American style, was reached, under the name of productive maintenance. In 1969, the Japan Institute of Plant Engineers was created, an organization in charge of promoting the progress made by industries that applied the principles of productive maintenance. Later, this institute would become the Japan Institute of Plant Maintenance, a leading institution in the development and worldwide dissemination of TPM. It was the Nippon Denso Company, a well-known manufacturer of automotive parts, who first introduced the term TPM in 1961. Due to the increasing automation of the processes at Nippon Denso, its factories needed the intense application of the principles of preventive maintenance, maintenance through improvement, and maintenance prevention, which required the intervention of all the company's technical departments, to take care of the factory's equipment efficiently. For this reason, in 1969, the company adopted a corporate program called Total Member Participation (PM), abbreviated as TPM. Nippon Denso achieved great success using the actions of the TPM program, and its work was recognized at the time with the PM Award for the Best Industry. Nippon Denso's successes were achieved thanks to the support of JIPM consultants. The Japanese quality systems, characterized by quality circles, and the total quality control system, significantly influenced the evolution of TPM in the 1970s. In 1972, the Japanese Institute of Plant Maintenance, JIPM, was established to promote TPM activities, initially in Japan and later, globally. In the 1980s, due to the dissemination of the methodological developments provided by the JIPM, and their intense application in Japanese industry, TPM became established as a corporate system, aimed at improving the operational areas of companies. The PM Award granted by the JIPM contributed to the dissemination and practice of TPM principles in numerous Japanese companies. In its initial stage, the PM Award recognized the work of companies based on the application of preventive maintenance practices from the United States. In 1986, the JIPM extended the scope of the methodology, including the areas of operations support. This new scope was considered a second-generation TPM model. The North American industry introduced TPM, with the help of Mr. John Hartman, who was the person who initially served as a liaison with Mr. Nakajima, leader of the JIPM. Since the early 2000s, TPM has been used in most industrial and service sectors. Sectors such as the automobiles, continuous process industry, energy, and raw materials, are the ones with the most experience in the application of the methodology. TPM emerged in the productive operations of companies. However, recently its application has extended to administrative areas, engineering departments, research laboratories, design and development of new products, logistics, workshops, and laboratories. Some corporations use the company-wide TPM concept to define improvement activities throughout the corporation, under TPM principles. Other companies use the term total productive management to show the overall scope of the TPM activities they are developing. The TPM approach, with its broad range, is known as third-generation TPM. This expansion into other functions, beyond productive operations, has allowed companies to innovate their global operations management systems. Today, TPM is being developed in many industries around the world, to improve the productivity of their operations. From factories located in Brazil, to factories in India, China, Australia, America, Africa, or Europe, are giving a high priority to the use of TPM as a strategy to improve business operations. Companies such as Unilever, Tetra Pak, Procter & Gamble, Milliken, Heineken, TVS Motors, Sigma Foods and many others, have dedicated considerable efforts to implement TPM in all their operations in general. Several of them have achieved excellent benefits, both in the successful transformation of the work culture, and in the business results. The progress of the TPM will continue in the future, because the results achieved in the companies are consistent over time, and this will motivate many companies to implement its methodology. In the future, we will have a robust methodology for the development of new pillars, and the traditional ones will be enriched by the contribution of new ideas on labor relations, strategies for organizing work, advances in production technology, and latest trends in leadership and business management. The rise of the so-called Industry 4.0 will be an additional boost for the development of TPM, since in advanced technology environments, and machinery will be more relevant than in the past. The introduction of Industry 4.0 initiatives, and intensive digitalization, will require improved technical preparation of employees. Maintenance professionals will have to prepare for tasks on much more sophisticated equipment, and will have to learn to use large volumes of data in their daily work.